Yes, this is an elk shed. Elk antlers. And I'm going to roll in some film from our shed hunting trip that we just got back from. This is actually one that my dad found. I just took it to show you. One of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of the sheds that he's found over the past years. He got into it when it wasn't that popular to find sheds, and I remember a trip he went on. He came back with 30 sheds, 30 antlers of, I think it was 30 or 40. Anyways, either one of those numbers is amazing. Elk sheds, not deer sheds, elk sheds. And so imagine packing 30 of those. He had them all over his back and dragging some in both arm, or with both arms. Anyways, it's a pretty big shed. I'm 5. This one's actually one of the smaller ones of his sheds. But I mean, it's a big shed compared to finding deer sheds. So, I mean, this one's up to my chest, and I'm 5'11", 6 foot possibly, with the right shoes on. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that one, and I'll show you rolling some more footage of some other sheds that my dad's found. And he finds, you know, the matching pairs. He finds all kinds of stuff. They say that the hardest shed to find is a elk spike shed, which is just one spike, and he's found those before. So I think he's pretty good. So I like to go with him because he picks them out. He knows how to look for them, knows where to look for them. He's constantly in the mountains hiking, and he still out hikes me. The guy's a stud. So anyways, I'm hoping to get as many tips and learn as much as I can from him about this. So he started I remember when I was pretty young, he started hunting sheds, and he was like the only one I knew. Him and one of his buddies, they're like the only ones I knew that would go out and hunt sheds. Now there's people everywhere looking for sheds. You have to take an online course. It's like a safety course, so you can go hunt sheds, and it's really hard. You find people with spotting scopes on every mountain, spotting where they're at, and as soon as they see that they've dropped the antler, they got hikers up there all over. So there's a few places left that you either have to get on private ground, or you have to be quick and hike a lot to get to the ones that people just don't want to reach out to. So that's what my dad does, and so he pulled me in with him. I try to go with him as much as possible because I have a better chance of finding him if I go with him than if I go by myself. And he's good company. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. Some people haven't found these before, and so I thought I'd post some vids of them. The hike we went on, we actually, as you'll see, he spotted 8 bulls, really big bulls. We went up to find a week prior to us going up there. And when we went up there, they moved to a different location. We couldn't find them. We found a bunch of cows, which usually, if you find the cows, they're somewhere close, or a couple miles close. And so we tried to look as much as possible, but we couldn't find the bulls. We found a couple smaller bulls, but still had their antlers on. So anyway, good times. I'll roll in some footage now, and I'll roll in some footage of my dad's stash. Some of the sheds he's found over the years, and a deer that he got, some fish that he had. He's got a lion, cougar, mountain lion that he's got in his house. So anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for watching Simply My 2 Cents.
do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while 'neath the warm summer sun? I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. I see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the Great Fallen in 1916. I hope you died well, and I hope you died clean. Our young Willie McBride, was it slow and obscene?
Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest?
Did you leave her a wife or a sweetheart behind? In some faithful heart is your memory enshrined, although you died back in 1960. In that faithful heart are you forever 19? Or are you a stranger without even a name, enclosed in forever behind a glass pane? In an old photograph, torn, battered and stained, and faded to yellow in a brown leather frame.
Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest?
The sun now it shines o'er the green fields of France. There's a warm summer's breeze that makes the red poppies dance. And look how the sun shines from under the clouds. There's no gas, no barbed wire, there's no gun firing now. But here in this graveyard it's still no man's land. All the countless white crosses stand mute in the sand. To man's blind indifference to his fellow man, to a whole generation that were butchered and damned.
Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest?
That's why he's got so many horns. That's why I find so many.
Now young Willie McBride, I can't help but wonder why. Do those that lie here know why they died? And did they believe when they answered the call? Did they really believe that this war would end wars?
For the sorrow, the suffering, the glory, the shame, the killing and dying were all done in vain. For young Willie McBride, it all happened again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? And did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down?
And
Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest?
Moose.
Near Banbridge down in the county down one evening last July. Down a boring green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so neat in her two bare feet and the sheen in her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, I had to shake myself to make sure I was standing there. From Bantry Bay down to Derrick, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onwards sped and I shook me head and I gazed at the field and inquired. And I says I to a passerby, who's your one with the nut brown hair? He smiled at me and with pride says he, she's the gem of old Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann and the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay to Derrick, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. She'd a soft brown eye and a look so sly and a smile like a rose in June. And you held each knot in her auburn throat as she lilted laments and tunes. At the patted and down she'd be in a trance as she skipped through a jig or a reel. When her eyes she'd roll as she lift your soul and your heart she would lightly steal. From Bantry Bay down to Derrick, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like a fair Colleen that I met in the county down. The harvest fair should be surely there, and I'll dress in me Sunday clothes. Wet me hat got right and me shoes shone bright for a smile from the nut brown rose. No horse I'll yoke, no pipe I'll smoke, so the rest of me plough turn brown. And a smile bright by my own fireside, it's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay down to Derrick, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. She'd a soft brown eye and a look so sly and a smile like a rose in June. And you held it not in her auburn throat as she lilted the ments and tunes. At the Patterton down she'd be in a trance as she skipped through a jiggle rail. When her eyes she'd roll and she'd lift your soul and your heart she would lightly steal. Like a fair Colleen that I met in the county down. Near Banbridge town in the county down one evening last July. Down a boring green came a sweet Colleen and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so neat in her two bare feet and the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, I had to shake myself to make sure I was standing there. From Bantry Bay down to Derrick, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay down to Derrick, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county